What's up guys, Steve Harvey here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can be earning money just by reading books. And you can do this method anywhere in the world, okay? So it doesn't matter if you're just sitting at home or if you're in another country. All you need is your laptop, a microphone, and you're on your way, okay? Before we get started with this video, if you haven't subscribed already, then I suggest you do so by hitting that little subscribe button down below. And at the very end of this video, if you did enjoy it, then I suggest you hit that like button as well. That's greatly appreciated. However, as always, we're going to jump into my laptop here, so let's get started. So the website we're going to be using for this method is called ACX, and I'm going to leave the link in the description for you guys to access. But what ACX is a place for authors to be able to take their ebooks and list them up there and search for a narrator to be able to read over it, okay? And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be playing the narrator. So we head over to ACX, completely free to sign up and everything like that. And you can actually see just on the homepage here, you can see it's quite credible, okay? So nowadays, everything's going digital, okay? So there's a lot of people out there that do like their hard copies, but it's getting easier and easier just to go digital, to be able to go to Amazon. As you can see, it's one of the largest companies in the world. Jeff Bezos himself is the richest man in the world. So it's absolutely booming, and you can tell that he's doing the right thing and Amazon's doing the right thing. So you can see on the website, you can see you got Amazon on here, you've got Audible, and you got iTunes. So they're very creditable retailers that you can be able to list the audiobooks to. So this is in a publisher's view, but in terms of a narrator, it actually shows you that this is actually quality work that's coming up. And it means if there's any royalties involved or anything like that, it means that you're actually going to get paid some good money. So obviously guys, we want to know how it works. So if we head over to here, we can click onto narrator, because that's where we're going to get started. So narrator, you can see in here, it gives you kind of like a step-by-step run through of how it works basically. So get notified, get together, get it done, get paid. So if you can see here, you can actually choose how you're going to get paid for that narration work that you do. So the first one here is your own per finished hour rate. So you can actually charge per hour for the work that you do. Or the other one, like I was saying just earlier, you can share royalties from the sales. So any sales that are made, you get a percentage of that sale. But I'll show you how easy it really is. Step one, you just create a profile. And then you got to upload some samples, okay? So these samples are just like voice samples so that people can actually hear your voice. They can click on all sorts of different audio samples. You have a limited number of samples to upload, so you can try different types of voices, different types of accents if you can do that, different languages, anything like that. You can upload those samples to your profile so that authors can actually go and see how you sound. Then step three, obviously you can choose how you want to be paid, which I just told you before. And then we've got step four, which is audition, okay? So it's different to the samples. So you do have your samples, but then you have your auditions. So what the audition part means is it means that you're going to be auditioning for a specific book, okay? So a specific ebook, and I'm going to show you very shortly. If you hang out in this video, I'm going to show you where you're going to be able to find these ebooks. But you're going to audition for that role. Sort of like you're auditioning for a film role, you're going to audition for a voice role for that book, because certain books require certain requirements. So you got to meet those requirements, and the author's got to choose the right person that's fit for that role. And then if you're successful in that audition, it means you're then going to receive an offer from the author. So it just means payment terms, due dates, everything like that. You'll receive the offer and you can choose to accept it. And when you accept it, that's when you start recording, okay? So start recording with your microphone, and at the very end, I'm going to show you a little tip for that microphone to make it sound better. But you do your work, you work in your studio, you finish a recording, you get paid, and then you go and do more and more. So how do we find books to actually audition for? So that's real easy. You can go on the top right-hand corner here, and we can see in search, we've got producers for hire and titles accepting auditions. So if we click on titles accepting auditions, we actually see we've got 1,442 titles, okay? So there's a lot of fish in the ocean, basically. So you can go and apply for all of these if you want. I mean, some of them do have requirements, and to be able to narrow that down, you can actually see on the left-hand side, we can see we've got filters, all right? So you've got profile filters, and then you got title filters, okay? So it does go down to gender. So some books actually might want a male voice. Some books might actually want a female voice. So you can go to gender. We can click on a male voice for, say, if I wanted to find one. You can also go down, you can choose your accent, okay? Because some people do want different types of accents. So you can either have an American accent, you can even have a different regional American accent. So it might be New York, Boston, Southern. Then you got British accents, Kiwi accents, for say. So if we click on American, we can actually come up with that. We've got different voice styles as well. So voice styles are saying things like you could have a cowboy kind of voice, You can have a booming voice, deadpan, mature, masculine. So you just choose those different types, and then you can click on this one here, and then when you actually find a book that you might be interested in auditioning for, we can actually go through and really look at the requirements for it. So we can see the genre of it, we can see if it's fiction or non-fiction, the language as well, so make sure it's in your language or if you know that language, gender, character, age as well. So some might, maybe they want like a younger age, maybe they want like an older, so that all comes into it as well. But don't let that discourage you guys, okay? There's 1,442 titles, okay? So audition for everything. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you don't get it, move on and audition for something else. Something's going to come along out of that massive number there. It's only a matter of time. But obviously, it's really important to meet those requirements and have that high quality audio going through for your audition, okay? Because the higher the quality, the more likely you're going to pick something up. As well as that, you want to be fluent in your reading, okay? So no stuttering, nothing like that. You want to be able to read it clear, precise, and it's going to sound great. But speaking of quality, guys, I did mention before, I'll give you a little tip of how you can get better quality sound from your microphone. And there's actually a free program that you can use. I'm actually going to leave a link to a video that gives you a whole run-through tutorial of how you can actually download the software, set it up, everything like that, so you can actually have the best sounding quality for your narrations. However, that's all for this video. Like I said at the very beginning, if you haven't subscribed already, I really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, as well as that like button as well. If you did enjoy this video, took something away from it, hit me in the comments if you like. Maybe you're having some success from this. I'd love to hear that feedback from you. But like I said, that's all. We'll see you in the next one.